Hi, I'm Snehal, Chief AI Officer of Boostaro. Fun facts about me is I love building agents on my free time. So we're Boostaro. We're a small consulting firm based out of Baltimore, Maryland. We help companies, Fortune 500 and government, on AI implementation and AI strategy. And our main bread and butter is really upskilling and coaching and bringing the talent to really high levels to be able to understand AI, not just generative AI, but also traditional ML practices. My journey started from bioinformatics. So I did a lot of data science ML, and applying it to the bioinformatics space. I kind of pivoted careers a little bit, went into the agile coaching space, helping build high-performing teams around software. So I was a developer myself, always been a developer and a techie. That's how kind of my AI ML journey kind of evolved. And now it's all full-blown. We're really, deep into the generative AI space, building AI agents, doing RAG applications, to even traditional ML, like helping customers with regressions and classification models, all sorts of stuff. What inspired me about going into AI is more of the data science, right? Coming from a traditional ML background and doing bioinformatics, what I learned early on in my career is that you could really build a lot of things just knowing algorithms, different types of algorithms, and learning from some of the greatest people. I think when you take something, a problem that you have, and you sit back and you can build, a model to mimic some of the things that you do, not generative AI, I'm saying traditional ML models like classification model. You can see that, I have the ability to build something to make my life easier. And so that's kind of where the inspiration comes from. Yeah, I think some of the challenges is getting people closer to the convergence. It's not a tech problem, it's a people problem. Like, how do we upskill people to learn, to stay up to date with all of the things that are happening so fast, understanding where the company is, where do they stand? And how can we help them bridge that gap by knowing where is it that they want to go, right? Many companies are still trying to figure out digital transformation and cloud transformation, but how can we help them craft a roadmap or craft a strategy around what is it to implement, what not to implement, and how can they build trust with the AI community, right? The vendor community. Things are changing so fast. It's like there's so many people in the marketplace. How do I know which one is right for me? And so that's kind of where we come into play. And we've helped clients from the fintech industry. We've helped clients in the gov. We're still, our main focus is government, because we know that government's going to need a lot of education and a lot of learning to help bridge that gap. A lesson learned from one of our projects is that, we tried to implement, a RAG approach, helping a customer implement RAG. And little did we know that we came to the assumption that they understood a lot of the stack that they were trying to implement, but they didn't really understand what RAG was. This is a typical problem. Like, all the vendors are pitching, hey, we can do this, X, Y, Z. But it was a simple RAG that needed to be applied, and we found out that they didn't actually have any expertise in-house to understand what we're building. We now take a different approach, right? We try to start educating them first on the components of the stack before we actually implement, because there are many people out there that will jump to, implement AI, but they don't have that underlying backing of, hey, what is it that I'm implementing and why, right? Now we've taken a different approach when we do things, but that was one step back failure. Just happened recently, where we had a customer wanting to apply, RAG to their pipeline, and we did it, but eventually there was a lesson learned that they didn't do it right the first time, and it cost the company tons of money because they had taken the wrong route. I think the future for AI in the next 5 years, look, things are going to change. we as humans have interacted with only humans, but we will need to start interacting with AI, especially now because 2024 has been the year of AI agents. I truly believe we will have AI agents as part of your team. Just like how you and I are talking, we will get to the point where we will be talking with agents to carry out tasks of our day-to-day. And I think in the next 5 years, we're going to see more of it. We're seeing a huge trend in humanoids and robotics. As a tech enthusiast myself, I see a bright future, but there will be, on the other end of it, there will be some hiccups that we will have to overcome. What excites me is all of the tools that are coming as part of the stack. So yes, we have agents, but now we also have a lot of software and tools to do evaluations. So keeping the human in the loop. And I think that's going to be an important concept that we will have to implement. How do we bring in certain evaluations and tools to evaluate what these large language models are producing and helping the company augment the use case that they're trying to build for. So I'm pretty excited because I see a lot of, folks, a lot of companies emerging in that eval market, to kind of do these evaluations. But really what excites me is that every part of the stack has tremendous amounts of companies trying to build, and I'm a builder, so I love building. For folks who are trying to start their journey in AI, I think the only thing I can start to say is just do it. Just start building and start doing it today, right? Don't wait, because the more you wait, there are others that are already building, and by the time you get to that, you just won't know. So I really encourage everyone to just go out there and start building.